Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome to my channel. First, I want to thank Joie de Fille for allowing me to be part of an extensive playlist that she will be putting together on her channel that will consist of a list of YouTube creators that want to share their journaling ideas for the year 2020. Of course, check the description box for a direct link to Joie's YouTube channel, and if you like what you see here, please click the subscribe button and notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. What I want to briefly cover in this video is why keep a journal, what is a daily creative journal, what type of journal I plan on using this year, and how I plan on using them. So let's get started with number one. Why even keep a journal? I've been keeping a daily journal for the past 5 years and currently have 30 journals with over 1,800 pages filled with the story of my life. There are as many reasons for keeping a journal as there are people on this planet. So let's just go over a few. Journaling develops your creative potential. It can help you achieve your goals. It encourages reflections of events in your life. Journaling increases your gratitude. Journaling records your life history and so much more. I cannot express how pleasing it is to look back through my books and see where I was and where I am now. My hope for journaling is that my children and perhaps their children will look upon these books one day and get a glimpse into what my life was like. Now, on to number two. What is a daily creative journal? Well, this year I have sort of changed the way that I do things. Now, what you're looking at here are examples of past journals over the years of my journaling journey, and I used altered composition books. I do things a little bit differently now, and I'll show you that in a second. Now, my books contain a conglomeration of what I consider to be some of the ways that you can document your life creatively. Okay? So there are so many different ways, so many types of journals, right? I like to mush them all together and put them all into one book. So it could be an art journal where I put pictures of art that I've created. It is, of course, a written journal for writing about my day. Sometimes I prefer to do more of a collage-y bit of fun in my journal along with writing for that day. Excuse me. Sometimes it's a smash book filled with different ephemera that I've collected, or it's part scrapbook to house some photos that of events that have been going on in our lives. And then again, sometimes it's just for writing down my everyday goings on. Could be mundane, could be something very exciting, could be the good, the bad, and even the ugly at times. And so this past year, what I've been working in is, again, an altered composition book. But what I found with the older books that I just showed you is that I didn't have enough room for everything that I wanted to put into my books. So I took a composition book, I took it all apart, and I increased the spine to 1 3/4 inches and bound 2 signatures in. So each of my books throughout the year contain 2 separate signatures. See, so this was 1 month, and then this part was my month of August, right? So yes, each of my books consists of 2 months, and in the end of the year, I will have 6 completed books just like this. And I have to tell you, I enjoy journaling very much. So in here, in my books, it just contains everything. And what I like to do in my books is use tags, tucks, and pockets, because my books get rather thick fairly quickly. And so it's hard for me to write on a flat surface because I have all of this yummy goodness in here. So it just makes it easier to use tags and pockets to do my journaling. And again, like I said, I put in all kinds of things. I put in cards that people have sent me. I put in orders that I get through Etsy. I put in these things with my husband and health sagas. I put in the good, the bad, and the ugly. Some days I like to use collage work and make a little pocket to hold my journaling. like this page here as well, putting in pictures. So again, I like to take the best parts that I think are the best parts of creatively journaling about your day, whether it's putting ephemera in, like a smash book, like you would do in a smash book, or putting, daily ephemera that you collect throughout the day, or putting pictures in, or whatever the case is. I like adding it all into my book so it's all housed in one place. And so, my idea for next year is to do just about the same thing that I've done this year. This year, my books were more of an experiment to see if I enjoyed doing it this way. And I really have found that I do enjoy it very, very much. So, what I've done for next year is I have, instead of using altered composition books, I went ahead and purchased these dictionaries, illustrated dictionaries. And so this is how my books will start out. And they hold 2 signatures. Now, this is what I call my hybrid daily creative journal. And if you look in the description box, sorry for the glare, there will be a link to a playlist that will show you exactly how I make these books if you are interested in making one for yourself. Again, do you need to make a journal for your daily journaling? No. You can use any book you want. I just choose to do it this way because it just brings out my creativity and I enjoy that. So in this book, there are 2 sewn in signatures. And then in the center, what I've done is I've taken one of these manila folders. Also in the tutorial playlist for making these books, there is a tutorial on how I made this little, what I call an ephemera folder. So inside the ephemera folder, excuse me again, I have put bits and pieces of ephemera, washi tape, pieces of Happy Mail, little watercolor things that I've done, stickers, inside, just all kinds of different things, ready-made tags, little stickers, bits and bobs up here that I can add. In the center here, I have little bits of paper, of tissue paper, of stickers, sorry for the glare, of colored paper, just all sorts of things that I think I might want to use within my journal as I'm journaling daily. Here are just the 2 more pockets with more stuff in them. My idea also is to use up the stuff that I have. And what I found is by packing these little ephemera holders with stuff, I go shopping in my room and I fill them up with the items that I would like to use. I mean, there's no point in hoarding, am I right? Or am I right? So I fill up the ephemera holder. I put it in here temporarily. See, it is held on by just a piece of ribbon. Because as the book is filled up, as you fill up your journaling in the front and in the back, it becomes quite thick. So if you'll notice in the book that I have here, which is from July and August 2019, this book is completely done and it's full. And obviously, there is no room in there for an ephemera holder. So the idea is to use the items in your ephemera holder to decorate and journal on your pages. And as you fill up your journaling pages, this will get smaller and smaller. Hopefully you're using up your stuff and putting it on your beautiful journaling pages. And so in the end, this can come out as I have done in this book. And what I'm left with is just my journaling for these 2 months. I have a tie closure to tie them together, and then I keep them lovingly on my shelf so that I can go back and look at them whenever I want to, or my kids can look at them, or anybody can look at them. Now, again, going back to maybe what I put in my journals, as you saw at the beginning of the video, I put in everything. I put the good, the bad, and the ugly. The only thing that I might not put in is obviously something that I don't want somebody else reading. I share these books on my YouTube channel. I have a playlist of flip throughs from day one. And so, I don't put anything in these books that I don't want other people seeing, obviously. And so this book is completely about my daily goings on, the who, the what, the when, the where, the how, the why of what's going on any given day in my life. And that's how I choose to journal, because in essence, it is my autobiography in the end. So I write about what's going on. So I hope I've explained well enough what my plans are for next year's journaling in 2020. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And I think one important nugget to take away from this video is that journaling is about our lives, no matter how mundane we might think they are. It is an important habit to get into. Our minds are fallible, and sometimes we can forget easily. I mean, I know I can. So, it's important. I think it's important to write down what is going on. How many of you wish you could still talk to somebody about their lives, what they did, who they spent time with, what was important to them, but you can't? Well, that is just one of the reasons why I journal. I'm writing my own biography. I'm writing my story with the hope that someone someday might find it interesting. And if not, then guess what? They can use them to line their birdcage. Yeah, they can. So again, please check the description box below for all the links that are mentioned in this video. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you've decided to subscribe and click the notification bell if you want to follow along with me this year coming up, 2020, to see how I use my daily creative journals. I do hope I've encouraged and inspired some of you to pick up a book and write your own life story. For me, it has been life-changing. Again, thank you to Joie de Fille. Don't forget to go over to her channel and check out that playlist. Find out what everybody else is doing for their journals in the year 2020. Well, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk at y'all real soon. Bye for now.